It's about emphasizing those strengths, hiding those weaknesses, and playing some winning football.
Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And we're off from Arrowhead. Returning it from the 4. He stops on the return at the 27. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400-some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week, it really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end, and he and his crew got to get it done today.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. First down from the red zone. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give now from the gun. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Blankenship. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talents at quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
And he found some running room for a nice game. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying with Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it sets up Seattle with first down. Running with Walker again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Looking to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup. Then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's complete to Ingram along the sideline. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after an all-right game. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. Walker does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks pull ahead 6-3 in the first. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Chiefs and Marshawn Lloyd ready to take over once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Byron Murphy there to make the play. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Running back sent in motion. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Able to find Lloyd here. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. All the way, touchdown. once more on their early advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Will begin his return from the 11. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. From the 31. Hits him on the out route. Hits him space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a... About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This is hauled in by Lloyd. And they bring him down around the 34. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. On the give, it's Lloyd. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Yellow. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Jump!
And he's going to score.
Should have had that intercepted. Can't jump it.
Making a one-score game in the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Reynolds with a return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. This is Walker on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. All at 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. They'll try and throw it here. Complete. It's Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Walker running to the right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and, hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, it's going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Hold on to the football.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They're bringing out Mitch Wishnowski to punt it away on 4th. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Monty Hooker with the tackle. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 3.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. And this one's out of the side of the end zone. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Malachi Corley reels it in. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Big gap up the middle. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. He's on the move. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. Has it in close. Touchdown, Seattle! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. And this one does not go far. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 24-yard line.
Fire down these two.
Running back, motioning right. Here's 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he's brought down across the 15 to about the 16-yard line. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. They've got first down from the 31. They'll throw to begin this drive. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it.
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get more points to end a lopsided first half. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. That brings us to the break. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the 3rd quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That one gains 7. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. They go with Walker here. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Running back sent in motion. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout.
That one was an accident.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stops on the return at the 27. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're down 21 now after that last score, and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes.
How did they both miss that?
And he's in for the Kansas
Wow.
City touchdown.
That was a little crazy.
The Chiefs start the 2nd half with some needed points. Butker with the extra points. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Evans now to return. He stops on the return at the 27. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Walker on 1st down. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Dropping back to throw. Well, his first real mistake. That's
Tried getting fancy.
the 40. At the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle.
And that
The
late
Chiefs
turn
chop the lead in half.
quickly.
It's down to 7. Reynolds with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive.
Why didn't I throw when I had him throw?
And unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. The give now to Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Third and long for him here. To the outside and complete to Olave. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Now Walker. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running is Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. On the carry, it's Walker. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying with Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Running with Walker again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now.
Throw the football.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that set. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. They'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Wisnowski now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Receiver did not take that ball.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Able to find Lloyd here.
Oh,
And he's
gosh.
going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
They got a 2-yard gain.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Hand off here to Lloyd. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Toward the sideline.
Put your hands up!
And they catch up to him, but not until
He's
he's
hitting
got a huge
triangle,
gain
and nothing
a first
happens.
down. Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
That's the Seahawks 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lloyd running dead ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've got 1st down from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's dropped at the 37 after pushing this forward a bit. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Walker now from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he gets a feel on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
From the 47. Completes this one to Baker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Seahawks feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. It's Walker on the give. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in the line. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickel back. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To the ground with Walker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. And that one's incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up a throw. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Trying to set this up quick. Back to throw it. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.